I am standing in a museum, but it is not a museum of art. It is not a museum of history. It is a museum of regret. This garage is filled with thousands of dollars of plastic. There are remote-controlled cars that were driven twice. There are video game consoles that are now obsolete. There are expensive sneakers that were outgrown in 3 months. And here, in my hands, is the Holy Grail, the Lionel electric train set. I bought this for my son David for his 7th birthday. It cost me a week's salary in 1985. It was the best train set money could buy. It had real snoke. It had a whistle. It had a track that could fill the entire living room. I remember buying it. I felt so proud. I thought, I am a good father. Look at this. Other kids have wooden trains. My son has an electric train. I wrapped it in shiny paper. I put a big bow on it. David opened it. His eyes went wide. He screamed. He hugged me. Dad, can we build it? Can we build it right now? I looked at my watch. It was Saturday morning, but I had a golf game with a client at 10 o'clock. Not right now, buddy, I said. Daddy has to go work. But you start. Read the instructions. I'll help you when I get home. I went to play golf. Then I went to the office to finish some paperwork. I came home at 7. David was in the living room. The track was half assembled. It was crooked. The train wouldn't run. He was asleep on the floor, holding the engine in his hand. I was tired. I didn't wake him up. I carried him to bed. The next day, Sunday, I was too tired to figure out the wiring. Next weekend, I promised. Next weekend came. We went to my mother's house. The weekend after that, I had a business trip. The train set sat in the living room for a month. Then my wife packed it up and put it in this box. And here it is. 40 years later, it is still in the box. The smoke fluid is dried up. The tracks are rusted. And my son is 47 years old. He lives in Chicago. He calls me on Christmas. I realized something terrible this morning. I can still buy this train set. In fact, I can buy 10 of them. I have the money now. But I cannot buy the 7-year-old boy who wanted to play with it. That boy is dead. He is gone. He vanished into time. I want to talk to every parent who is listening to this, especially the fathers. We have a disease. We think that our job is to be the provider. We think that if we buy the iPad, the Xbox, the private school tuition, and the Nike shoes, we have done our job. But let me tell you the brutal truth about childhood. Childhood is a melting ice cube. You are holding it in your hand. It is melting every second. Drip, drip, drip. You cannot stop it. You cannot freeze it. You have a very small window of time, maybe 12 years, where you are your child's hero. For 12 years, you are Batman. You are Superman. You are the strongest, funniest, smartest person in their world. They want to be with you. They want to show you a bug they found. They want to watch you shave. They want to sit on your lap. And then, poof, the window closes. They turn 13. They turn 14. Suddenly, you are not Batman. You are just Dad. You are annoying. You don't understand their music. You are embarrassing. They close their bedroom door. They put on headphones. The magic is gone. I miss the magic. I spent the magic years at the office, earning money to buy toys for the magic years. Do you see the irony? I was working to pay for a childhood that I was missing. I remember my neighbor, Steve. Steve was a carpenter. He didn't have much money. His son, Timmy, didn't have an electric train set. Timmy had a cardboard box. I saw them in the front yard one Saturday. Steve had cut holes in the box. He drew wheels on it with a marker. He was pushing Timmy around the yard in the box, making train noises. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Timmy was laughing so hard he fell over. Steve was laughing too. They played with that cardboard box for 3 hours. I looked out my window and I felt pity for them. poor kid, I thought. He has to play with a box. I was a fool. Timmy wasn't playing with a box. Timmy was playing with his father. Timmy had the memory of his dad's laughter. Timmy had the memory of his dad's sweat. Timmy had a dad who was present. My son had a $500 train set and an absent father. Who was the poor kid? I want you to go home tonight and look at your child's room. Look at the clutter. Look at the piles of plastic junk. Ask yourself, how many hours of my life did I trade to buy this garbage? And then ask yourself, would my child trade all of this garbage for 1 hour of playing catch with me? The answer is yes. Every single time, the answer is yes. We buy toys because it is easy. It is easy to swipe a credit card. It takes 2 seconds. It is hard to get on the floor and play Legos. Your knees hurt. It is boring. You are tired. It is hard to listen to a 6-year-old tell a story that goes nowhere. It is hard to teach them how to ride a bike. But that hard work, that is the real work. That is the only work that matters. When your child is 30, they will not remember the brand of sneakers you bought them. They won't remember if they had the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 15. But they will remember if you were at the dinner table. They will remember if you looked at them when they spoke. They will remember if you came to the school play, or if you sent a gift because you were busy. I tried to apologize to David a few years ago. I said, David, I'm sorry I worked so much. I wanted to give you everything. He looked at me and said, Dad, you gave me everything except yourself. That sentence haunts me. It keeps me awake at night. If you are a young father, listen to me. Stop worrying about the college fund. Stop worrying about the Disney vacation. Stop worrying about the bigger house. Your child doesn't need Disney World. Your child needs you, in the backyard, chasing them with a hose. Your child doesn't need a bigger bedroom. Your child needs you to sit on the edge of their bed and read Goodnight Moon one more time. Because one day, you will go to read Goodnight Moon, and the bed will be empty. They will be gone. They will be in college. They will be married. And you will be left with a big, clean house, a big bank account, and a garage full of toys that nobody plays with. Don't be a collector of regrets. Be a collector of moments. Throw away the catalog. Cancel the overtime shift. Go home. Get on the floor. Get your knees dirty. Be the toy. You are the best toy they will ever have. And remember, the 5-year-old is waiting, but he won't wait forever. The clock is ticking. Go.